The last part of the syllabus, I will explain the previous all topics. I will give a question about probability. Then increase the number of trials and use binomial. I will increase the number of trials to convert the question from binomial to normal. So I will start with question including probability. If the number of trials becomes more, we prefer to use binomial. If it becomes more and more, we'll use normal. Let's start with the question related with probability that rain at any day, if you remember this question. Rain at any day, 0.2. Rain at any day, 0.2. So not rain will be 0.8. If we take only 2 days, it's a level question. 2 days. What is the probability that both rain 0.2 times 0.2? Rain, 2 days only. What is the probability that both rain 0.2 times 0.2? One rain, 1 day rain. 1 day rain. Is it mentioned which day? Is it first or second? If it is written the first day rain, the second is not. The first day rain, the second not means rain first, then not rain. So 0.2 multiplied by 0.8. But it's not mentioned in the order. 1 day rain, the other not. So rain, not, or. When I say or, means plus. So 1 day rain, not rain, or not rain, then rain, 0.2 times 0.8. You can say multiply by 2, or we can add. At least one rain, at least one rain, at least one rain. How to solve it? We have 3 cases. You are right for 1 minus. Rain, rain not rain, or if you remember, you can show the 3. Rain, not rain, rain, not rain, rain, not rain. You will find all the 3 except 1. So you can write 1 minus not rain, not rain. This is the first question. You can solve it as O-level students probability. If we increase the number of days, let's say we have 5 days. If the probability that rain at any day 0.2, so not rain will be 0.8. 5 days, what is the probability that exactly 1 day rain? 1 day rain, 1 day rain, 1 day rain without using a binomial. If I ask 1 day rain from 5, it's not mentioned exactly which day. If it is written the first day only rain, so the answer will be rain, not 4 times. But exactly 1 day rain, maybe rain, not rain, not rain, not rain, not rain, and their permutation. In this case, I prefer to use binomial distribution. The number of trial fixed and given. The value of the probability is independent, is not changed from day to day. So you can apply binomial. Do you remember binomial form? NCR, P to the power of R, Q to the power of what? N minus R. So from 5 days, exactly 1 day. So the answer will be 5C1. P means success, which is 0.2 power of 1. Fail, which is 0.8 to the power of 4. And get your answer. Exactly 2 days. Exactly 2 days rain. Directly how to solve it? exactly 2 days rain. How to use binomial? 5C2 P power of 2 Q power of what? Q power of 5 minus 2. If it is written less than 2 days rain, 2 days rain, less than 2 out of 5, how to solve it? Less than 2 days. You can find 0 days plus 1 day plus only less than 2. It's not written less than or equal to. So less than 2 days, maybe 0, maybe 1. How to get 0? 5C0. Rain power 0. Not rain power 5 minus 0, which is 5. Plus 5C1. 0.2 to the power of 1. 0.8 to the power of 4. More than 1 day. More than 1 day means what? 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can write it 1 minus 0 day and 1. More than 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. You can write it 1 minus 0 day and 1 day. Clear? Now, same probability of rain 0.2. 30 days. 30 days. Be ready for the answer. I will give simple questions so you can use binomial. 30 days, the number of trial, now 30. What is the probability that exactly 1 day rain? How to answer it? 1 day. 30 C1 P power of 1 Q power of what? 29. Less than 3 days. Less than 3 days. Less than 3 days. 0, 1, and 2. Still you can solve by using the binomial. More than 2 days. More than 2 days. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 till 30. طبعا too much بقى هنا لازم نشغل الايه؟ 1 minus. More than 2 days. More than 2 days. يبقى 1 minus 0 and 1, 2. Then قلت more than 2 days. So start from 3. More than 2 days. Start from 3. Start from 3 will be 1 minus 0. 1 and 2. ده clear؟ طيب ايه بقى العلاقه بين الكويستشن ده والنهارده بقى؟ Listen to this one. What is the probability more than 13 days? More than 13 days. If you try to solve this question by using a binomial, you can. But it's too much to mention more than 13 days. So you will start from 14, 30C14, 30C15, 30C till, even if you're thinking for 1 minus what? 1 minus 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 12 or 13, because it's not written equal, will take a long time. This is why today, if the question, you can solve it by binomial, but it's too much, take a long time. You can use a normal distribution to get approximation. It's not exact, it's approximation, it's estimation. يبقى دايما الكويستشن في الباست بيبر use a suitable approximation. This is a binomial, but it takes a long time so you have to solve it by a normal distribution. Now I will explain how come the question is binomial to convert it to be as a normal. Number one. Number two. There is a question. Not all the binomial questions you can use as estimation for normal. There is a condition. If NP more than 5 and NQ is more than 5. There is some question asked, is it suitable to use binomial normal as a binomial or not? Explain why. Give a reason. You have to write these 2 points. To NP more than 5, NQ more than 5. But look at this one. N, the number of trials. P, the success, the probability success, 0.2. Simplify your answers. So the answer will be what? If you multiply 30 by 0.2, so the answer is 6. So it's okay. We can apply normal distribution. We can use the approximation. What else? You have to get 2 conditions. NQ 30 times 0.8. So the answer is what? 24? 24. Yes, we can use normal distribution for this one. Now, اتفضلي. لا دي حاجة تانية خالص هقول لك عليها دلوقتي. اوعي، انا لسه كنت عايز احذر من النقطة دي. خلاص يبقى ال 2 conditions to be sure you can use the approximation. NP more than 5, NQ more than 5. Clear? What else? Now, how to change the question from binomial to normal? For the normal distribution, if you remember x followed by a normal distribution, mu and what? And variance. But now x is a binomial. X followed by binomial n and p. Do you remember the parametric of binomial n and p? How to change it now from binomial to normal? Mu and variance. So you have to get mu and variance. Do you remember how to get mu of the binomial and the variance? في الفورمة شيء. طيب mu is NP. Variance is NPQ. This is the first step. You have to find it. If it is a binomial and you will convert it to be normal, you have to find the mu and the variance. How? الفورمة يعني. عرفتي بقى هنا NPQ دي مين؟ لما ask to get the variance. يبقى find mu. Mu is 30, which is n, multiplied by p, which is 0.2, the answer 6. How to get the variance? 30 times 0.2 times 0.8. The answer is 4.8. Now the question is a normal distribution. The normal distribution, x followed by a normal distribution, 6 and 4.8. What is the question? He asked to get the probability of x more than 13, right? Look at the question. He asked to get how many days? Probability of more than 13 days. So probability if x greater than 13. Now you can solve it by a normal, like the previous lesson. It's a normal distribution, but not standardized. You have to standardize it. So P x minus 6 divided by a square root of 4.8. This is mu, this is variance. But to standardize it, it's x minus mu over standard is more than 13 minus 6 over a square root of 4.8. Simplify probability of z more than. Anyone give me this value, please? 3.195. طبعا انا جبت اكزامبل التيبل عندكم في الفاينل اكزام given till number what? Table for normal. 2.9. طيب عشان كده انا هعمل تشينج بس كمان شويه للكويشن عشان تسولف it. Now you can solve the question. If you remember, we explained how many cases for the normal distribution, how to use the table. We have 7 cases. If it is less than a value positive, if it is more than will be 1 minus. If it is less than a value negative, change it to be positive, then they will 1 minus. If it is more than a value negative, change it to be positive will be same. If it is between two values positive, bigger minus smaller. If it is less and between two values negative, big minus small. If one right and the left from 0, one positive, one negative, their sum -1. Still, there is one step you have to do it before looking at the table. It's called correct the error. The correct error, افتكروا كده معايا, when I said for the normal distribution, doesn't matter it is written equal or not. If it is more or equal, less or equal, if it is written equal or not, the same value. But if you change the question from binomial to normal, you have to look at the sign of inequality. Is it written equal or not? It's not written. Written. There is a correction for the error, a limits of accuracy. You have to do it first. Now I will explain how to correct the error, then back again to the question. If it is binomial and you change it to the normal, don't forget to correct the error by finding the limits of accuracy. There are many cases. Number 1, probability of x greater than or equal to 2, probability of x greater than 2. What is the difference if it is written equal or not? وكله هعمل explanation. Probability of less than or equal to 2, probability of less than 2 بس, probability of x more than or equal to 1 and less than or equal 5. لو it is written in both equal, have to do what? If it is written there is no equal in both sides, you have to do what? I will explain all these cases. Graphically, the question of binomial would be like this. This is like a discrete random value. But will it change it to use it as a normal? So the curve will be like this. There are some parts outside, there are some parts inside. This is why we'll correct the error. I will explain now how to correct the error if it is written equal or not. If it is written equal, you have to extend the area. You have to increase the area. If it is not written, you have to reduce the area. How to extend, how to increase, and how to decrease, it's just by adding 0.5 or subtracting 0.5. To increase the area, add 0.5. To decrease the area, subtract 0.5. If x greater than 2, if x greater than 2, this is 2 on the number line. Greater than 2, so this part. Greater than 2. Is it written equal or not? It's written equal. You have to increase the area by 0.5. If we increase the area to 0.5, so you have to start from 2.5 or back to 1.5. Back to 1.5. We need to increase the area. طبعا الكويشن اصلا كده هو كده الكيرف. This is 2. It's written equal, yes. So increase the area. It's more than 2. To increase the area, you have to back till 1.5. So in this one, I will change the question. Instead of writing x greater than or equal to 2, and write it like this. Probability of x greater than 1.5. So I will solve it by using 1.5, not 2. Not clear. Probability of x more than 2. More than 2. Is it written equal? No, it's not written. You have to reduce the area by 0.5. In this part, to reduce the area, you have to move to the right side and cut and remove this part and start from 2.5 or back behind the 2 till 1.5. 2.5. We want to decrease the area. You wanted to cut part from the area. So probability of x more than 2.5. So this means when we add 0.5 to 2, this not means we increase the area. It's decreasing, but because it's more than, it's not clear. X less than or equal to 2. Increase the area or decrease the area? Increase the area. Again, x less than. It's written equal, increase. If we have 2 and less than 2, this is the area, less than 2. We want to increase it by 0.5. So we'll start from 1.5 or 2.5. We'll start from 2.5. We'll increase the area. So I will change the question and write x less than 2.5. Whatever you change it and write equal or not, خلاص doesn't matter معانا. عملنا ايه correct للايرور. Again, probability of x less than 2. Probability of x less than 2. Increase the area or decrease? Less than 2. We want to increase or decrease? It's not written equal. Decrease the area. Decrease. So decrease back to 1.5 or 2.5? 1.5. It's less. So the probability of x less than 1.5. The next, x greater than or equal to 1, less than 5. Increase or decrease? X greater than or equal to 1. If it is written equal, this is 1 and this is 5. This is the area in between. From the side 1, increase the area. So you have to start from 0.5, increase the area. But from side 5, decrease it. So back to what? Back to 4.5. واحد يقول لي you remove 0.5, you increase it from one side and decrease it from the other side. So it's the same, no need. لا, you have. لأن الاريا الopposite لل1 and 5, if say this is 1 and this is 5, the area covered in this part is not same like this part. So you have to correct the error from both sides, whatever increase or decrease. If it is written like this, 1 and 5, how to correct the error? You have to add 0.5 as area from each side. So instead of using 1 and 5, you have to use what and what? 0.5, you have to increase the area from the left side, and you have to increase the area from the right side. So from right side will be what? 5.5. From the left side will be 0.5. So we'll change the question and start from 0.5 till 5.5. كنا عملنا الاكسرسايز بي 8 سي. اتفضلي. داوتس يعني في الواجب؟ انتظري بقى شويه كده معلش. اظبط بس حاجه وارجع لك. اتفضلي. الايه؟ كتير؟ بس انتوا بقيتوا مدلعين قوي ولا بتهيألي؟ اصبروا علينا بس ما تخلصوا من كلمة ممكن إلى لحظة. كان عندكم exercise modeling the normal distribution. If x followed by a binomial, the number of trials how many times? 100 times. And p is 0.4. This is n and this is p. لا ده worked example من البوك. Page number 209. The question start with binomial as I told you. But when you try to solve it by binomial expansion, x less than 43, you have to get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 42. We cannot. So will it change the question from binomial to normal? But you have to test it. Is it possible or not? So please don't forget how to change binomial to normal in case if NP more than 5 and the NQ more than 5. If I ask about this point, N is 100, P 0.4, N is 100, Q is 0.6. Is it more than 5 for each? The first one is what? 40, second one is? So more than 5. So accepted you can. So x less than 43. Probability of x less than 43. What else you have to find? You have to find the mu and the variance. Mu is NP, but variance is NPQ. So NP found the 100 multiplied by 0.4, so the answer is 40. But NPQ 100, P is 0.6, Q is 0.4, or I switch the order. Give me your final answer. 24. So probability of x less than 43. X minus mu, which is 40, over standard square root of 40, square root of 24 is less 43 minus 40 over root of 24. So probability of z less than, give me the final answer of this one. 0.612. Do we correct the error or not? We corrected the error before start. We corrected the error. فين الcorrection بتاع error? It's written less than 43. We have to start with 43, or we have to correct the error first. Correct the error. So I will use 43.5 or 43 or 42.5. Because of what? It's written less than 43. Less than 43. It's not written equal. You have to reduce the area, so you have to back to, and instead of writing 43, so please don't forget to start from 42.5. لازم نعمل correction للإيرور. السؤال مش binomial. السؤال binomial using the normal. Don't forget to correct the error. Don't forget to add 0.5 or subtract 0.5. It depends on written equal or not. So I will change now 43 to be 42.5. Now give me the answer, please. 0.510. Now you can find your answer from the table direct, which is 0.510 less than, go directly for 0.51. 0.51. 0.51, 0.51, 0. What? 6950. 6950. 6950. 6950. Clear? Look at part B. Exactly starting the same. Find it's N and P. You have to get mu, NP, variance, NPQ, correct the error. 11. We'll finish 11. X more than 43 minus mu divided by variance. You have to correct the error. You have to correct the error. It's more than 43. More than 43. More. Is it written equal? It's not written. You have to reduce the area. You have to remove from the area 0.5. So start from 42.5 or 43.5. Remove. So I will start from 43.5. Now minus mu over standard, then start to use L table. Clear? دي لا لسه 8 اللي هو البروبلم سولفنج 8 دي ماشي نحل السؤال عليه ماشي. هو يعني هو طبعا ده اهم سؤال في الباست بيبر، انا ما حلتش دايركت عليه بس قلناه يعني. هنحل الاول بروبلم سولفنج على النورمال وبعدين ناخد بروبلم سولفنج باينوميال لنورمال. نقرا السؤال كده. ده اهميه النورمال ديستريبيوشن في حياتنا. ده البروبلم سولفنج اللي احنا اصلا بندرس النورمال ديستريبيوشن عشان نجاوب على الاسئله دي. اقرا السؤال كده لو سمحت. A mass of newborn baby. دايما الدكتورز في المستشفيات ده جزء مهم جدا 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 بالنسبه لهم. عارفين مثلا ان نيو بيبيز دايما بيبقى اول حاجه خالص الدكتورز بيعملوا ايه؟ بيجيب الهايت وبيجيب الويت. بيجيب الهايت وبيجيب الويت. فيجي مثلا يقول لك لا الطفل ده يروح الحضانه. هو ليه قال كده؟ لانه عنده ستاندرد. عندهم عملوا مثلا سيرفي وريسيرش على 1000 بيبي بورن، يعني جايبهم 1000 وجابوا الافريج بتاعهم الميو، فبقى ستاندرد بالنسبه له. يقول لك الستاندرد بتاعنا في او الميو المين بتاعنا 3.35. لو حد باباه او مامته شغال دكتور في المجال يساله يقول له، هيقول له اه صح مظبوط كده. احنا دايما ال 3.5 بنقول عليه نورمال. لو الويت بتاع البيبي ده 3.5 كيلو جرام يبقى ده نورمال. بنخاف قوي لما يكون قل من الجزء ده، مثلا لو كان 2 يقول لك لا على الحضانه على طول ده لسه محتاج رعايه شويه. ليه عرفوا الكلام ده؟ بالميجرمنت بتاعت النورمال، هو معروف عنده ستاندرد. طب هم جابوه منين؟ جابوا 1000 نورمال بيبي خالص وجاب الويت وحسب كالكوليشن سيجما اكس اوفر ان، فاصبح عنده حاجه ستاندرد بيستخدمها في حياته. طيب النورمال ديستريبيوشن بتاعه قال لك كمان الفاريانس از. هنبدا دايما لما جيت اشرح الفاريانس كان حد كتير يسالني مستر فاريانس يعني مش بقدر اقول كويس. اقول له السكوير روت بتاعه نورمال الستاندرد، فهو يقول لي الستاندرد يعني ايه؟ فاقول له طب اصبر شويه. دلوقتي احنا when we add mu يعني انت عندك 3.35 plus 1 mu يعني سوري 1 standard. If we add 1 standard يعني 0.0858 and 3.35 minus square root of 0.0858 الميو plus 1 standard والميو minus 1 standard قلنا هنلاقي 66% of the data in this range. فيبقى ده شيء كويس جدا. يعني مثلا يقول لك ايه؟ الطفل ده 3.4 3.65. طب ممكن الاقيه 3.1 3.2 2.9. الدكتورز يكون مطمن جدا if it is mu plus 1 standard and the mu minus 1 standard. يبقى ده في ال 66% اللي بنسميها البوينت اوف سنترال تندنسي. معظم most of the data in this range، فتبقى شيء كويس. But when we add two standard plus and the 2 standard mu will get 95% of the data. Standard اللي هو 2/3 او 60% او 67% و 95%. ده most of data بقى ده plus 2 standard and minus 2 standard. You will find the 95% من الداتا وده اللي بيطمن الناس لسه في النورمال. طيب plus 3 standard and minus 3 standard بيبقى ده بقى اللي هو بيبقى فيه قلق شويه. ده احنا قربنا من الاوتلايرز بقى، هنخرج بره الايه؟ بره الرينج بتاعنا. نرجع للكويشن بتاعنا تاني. يبقى دلوقتي ده سيرفي اتعمل خلاص وبقى ستاندرايزد بالنسبه لنا the normal distribution followed by ميو الفاليو بتاعت الميو 3.35 والوان ستاندرد بتاعنا او الوان فاريانس ده فاريانس. So don't forget to take a square root to get a standard. Estimate how many of 1,356 babies. We have how many? 1,356 babies born last year had mass of less than 3.5. يبقى ده question problem solving اللي معظم الاكزامز بيجيبوا الكويشن زي دي. How to solve your question by using the normal distribution. Is it written normal? Yes. مفيش correction لerror. الكويشن written less than whatever less than or equal. There is no correction for the error. الكويشن already normal distribution. It's not binomial. We'll use normal. طيب he asked to get the probability of x less than 3.5. We'll standardize it. Minus mu over standard. Then get the answer. الانسر اللي انت جبتها ده probability. He asked to estimate the number. Find your probability multiplied by the number of trials, the total number of babies. You will find the estimation. X less than 3.5. First, standardize it. X minus mu, which is 3.35, divided by standard, the square root of 0.0858, less than 3.5 minus 3.35 divided by square root of 0.0858. Now, probability of X or Z less than. Give me your answer. Simplify 3 significant figure, please. .512. Probability of Z less than 512. Yalla, give me your answer from the table, please. 512. 0.6957. Now, how to get the number of people, the number of babies, sorry. The probability 0.6957 multiplied by the total number. The total number is what? 1356. 1356. Give me your final answer. 943. 943. خلاص, round to the whole number will be what? 943. لا مش هتفرق معانا في الكلام ده. الكلام ده لو هو عايز يقول the least number بص مش هتفرق يعني. طيب يبقى احنا دلوقتي عندنا estimation ان تقريبا هنلاقي 943 بيبي الويت بتاعهم 3.8 3.5. ده البروبلم سولفنج على النورمال ديستريبيوشن. كمان question. خدي علم معاك. The length of produced by a machine normally distributed by mean. Mean is mu. Variance is. Find the probability that randomly selected fault is less than 18.58. He asked to get the probability of X less than 18.85. Standardize it will be probability of X minus 18.5 divided by square root of 0.7 less than 18.85 minus 18.5 divided by square root of 0.7. Then probability of Z less than, find this value please, 0.418. You can find that probability from the table direct. Clear? Type another question. Inshallah. The waiting time in a minutes for patients في clinic is a normal distribution. يعني دايما بقرأ السؤال أميزه. Is it normal? Is it binomial? We'll use normal. الإكزامنر بيريحنا في السؤال ده. Use suitable approximation. هحل معاكم الكويشن من الباسبر دلوقتي. Directly. يبقى المين الميو is 13. الفاريانس is 16. Calculate the probability that randomly selected patient has to wait for more than 16.5 minutes. How to solve it? Probability of X more than 16.5. هل السؤال ده عشان هنيجي كل شويه يا مستر هو قال 0.5 ما عملش 0.5. السؤال نفسه normal distribution مفيش correction. There is no correction. الكويشن binomial واحنا اللي استخدمنا النورمال you have. يلا how to solve it. X minus 13 divided by 4 16.5 minus 13 divided by 4 probability of Z more than, give me this answer, 0.875. Probability of Z more than 0.875. Find it directly from the table or 1 minus? 1 minus. لأن هنا more than 0.875 more than 1 minus probability of X or Z less than 0.875. Now you can get your answer. The last month, there are 68, that number of trials, that total outcomes. هيسألنا how many. هجيب ال probability times the number ده. Last month كان في عندنا 468 patients. Calculate an estimation for the number who waited for less than 9 minutes. Probability of X less than 9 minutes. Solve it, get the probability. Your answer multiplied by the total. Your answer multiplied by the total. So X minus mu, which is 13 divided by 4 less 9 minus 13 divided by 4. Probability of Z less than, this answer will be -1. If it is less than -1, how to find it? If it is less than -1, shift it to the other side first to be positive, will be 1 minus probability of Z less than 1. So 1 minus, what is your answer from the table? Less than 1, exactly +1. From the table at 1, the answer كم معاكم عند ال 1؟ 0.8413. 1 minus, so the final answer will be 0.1587. When I ask you to get the number, use your answer multiplied by the total number. What is the total number? 468. 468. 74. Clear? tomatoes from a certain producer has masses which is normally distribution. سؤال normal distribution. mu is 90 and the standard is كويس إن جاب الستاندرد direct. The tomatoes are sorted into 3 categories by mass as follows. As follow. Under 80 gram. Under 80 gram, the probability of X less than 80. The probability of X less than 80. You can standardize it to get the probability of less than 80. You can standardize it, probability of X minus 90 divided by 17.7 less than 80 minus 90 divided by 17.7. You can find the probability of the first category. The second category is between 80 and 104. A large or over more than 104. If we try to calculate 80, under 80, less than 80, and go directly for the last one, probability of X more than 104, and calculate it, how to use your answer in the first and the second part to get the medium 1 minus. Perfect. Yani we divided into 3 categories. Less than 80, you can find the probability by using X less than 80. Even you can solve it from 80 to 14. Probability of X more than 80, less than 14, standardized, get your answer in between. If it is in between, positive, bigger minus smaller, both negative, bigger minus smaller, 1 positive, 1 negative, first plus second minus 1. Then find the third, 1 minus your answer in first and second part. Clear? Find corrected to 2 decimal places. The percentage, your probability times 100. Percentage, your probability times 100. You can, if it is given the percentage, the probability divided by 100, you can convert it from percentage to probability or from probability to percentage. If when I ask you to get percentage, means find your answer as a probability, multiply by 100. Find the percentage of tomatoes in each of the 3 categories. And I'm an explanation how to find it. Less than 80, between, more, but you can find any 2, 1 minus, you can find the third. نيجي للكويشن اللي هيقعد يضايقنا الفاليو بتاعت الكي. Part B, find the value of K such that probability of X greater than or equal to K, X greater than or equal to K, and less than 104 is equal to 0.75, whereas X is the mass of tomato. How to find your answer? Standardize first. Probability of K minus mu is 90. Standard is 17.7 less than X minus 90 over 17.7 less than 104 minus 90 over 17.7. Probability of, كنا دايما نشيل ده ونكتب بداله K، هشيل دلوقتي واكتب بداله C more than Z less than. Give me this value please. 0.79. كمان 1 decimal place كمان 1. الانسر given 0.75 equal 0.75. يا ترى C positive ولا negative؟ C have to be negative. Good. ليه بقى negative؟ لأن less than this part كمان أزود part to be more than half. يبقى C is negative. Write this information. C is negative. Do you remember if there is 1 positive, 1 negative, have to find your answer? Probability of X less than 0.791 plus probability of x less than c minus 1 equals 0.75. You can find this answer from the table. Probability less than 791. يلا vertically at 0.7, horizontally to 0.9, 1 from the right side. Give me your final answer, please. كسلين تبصوا في التيبلز. يلا يا شباب بعد اذنكم. هديكوا ريست لو جبتوا الانسر السؤال ده question correct. الاريا under the curve 0.791. 0.7855 plus probability of x less than c minus 1 equals 0.75. هنعمل leave للبارت ده. probability of x less than c is equal 0.75 plus 1 minus 0.7855. هنعمل calculation للx less than c is هنجيب الانسر دي لو سمحتوا بسرعه. 0.9. يلا بينا دلوقتي ندور على الاريا في الرايت سايد المره دي. ليه ماينس 1؟ تعالي لي بقى كده افكرك بالاتي. حاضر غيرتولي معاكم. طب لحظه بقى. if the value between a and b, how to get this part? How to get this part? Probability of x less than b minus half اللي هو الرايت سايد. الجزء بتاعت التيبل بيجيب لك less than b. less than b فالجزء ده من b لزيرو وبعدين half. نفس الحكايه البارت ده. This part if you take it to the right side, this area will be x less than a minus 0.5. So if you add them, so the probability of x less than a plus probability of x less than b minus 1. وحفظناها. ال 0.5 ملوش علاقه بالموضوع خالص خالص خالص. الاريا الناحيه دي هاف والاريا الناحيه دي هاف. ده اول درس خالص. الاريا دي هاف والاريا دي هاف. انا بعمل ماينس هاف لان less than b كل الجزء ده less than b. بس انا بجيب from 0 to b. from 0 to b هتشيل الهاف اللي هو ده ماينس هاف. فاحنا حفظناه خلاص. if it is 1 positive 1 negative sum of each minus 1. sum of each minus 1. Anyone get C? C 0.99648. 0.9645. 9645. يعني العنصر دي غلط؟ لا بس ليه؟ يعني العنصر غلط. ماشي كام بقى؟ 0.9645. راحت فين؟ 0.9645. طب يلا الاريا دي في التيبل هتجيب corresponding value C is دي الاريا وعايزين نجيب الاوبزيت العكس. ها C is 1. بتجيبها كتاب ولا بتحل؟ طب يلا بسرعة. 1.8 1.805. This is the value of C. لكن احنا عايزين ال K. Back to the value of K. K minus 90 over 17.7. K minus 90 over 17.7 equals الانسر اللي انتوا بتقولوا عليها ايه؟ 1.805. cross multiplication and solve your equation. ده كان انا بس رجعت الاكسرسايز ال 8.8 دي I think 8 دي 8D ده problem solving depend on normal distribution. وده الكويشن اللي بيجي في الفاينل اكزام. النورمال ديستريبيوشن از ا بروبلم سولفنج. ستوري كده يتكلم على اي برودكت، بيتكلم على لينث، يتكلم على ويت، يتكلم على ماركس، يتكلم على اي اكسبريشن وبعدين يستخدم البروبابيلتي. عاده بتكون الكويشنز بتاعته اسك البروبابيلتي او اسك النمبر اللي هو البروبابيلتي تايمز النمبر. قبل ما اطلع بريك اعمل سامري اللي انا عايزه عشان ابدا اكمل كويشنز وخلاص من الباست بيبر. الكويشنز بتاعنا binomial but the number of trials too much. So we'll use the normal distribution to solve this one. Don't forget to correct the error. If it is less, more, less than or equal by adding 0.5 and subtracting 0.5 before start. How to get mu and how to get the variance of binomial to use it for normal. Mu is NP or variance is NPQ. Then start to solve your question as a normal distribution. عملنا ال questions related. ده خلاص. Okay. طب we start break وبعدين هنبدأ في ال problem solving للباينوميال and convert it to normal ويبقى كده إن شاء الله خلصنا السيلبس. يلا take 10 minutes rest. The probability that will be on Monday is 1 out of 7. ده ال P. Find the probability that out of 350 randomly chosen at least 47. At least 47 means what? More. The probability of X at least 47 in their birthday on Monday. So ask to find the probability of X more than 47. How to get the probability of X more than 47? Is it a binomial or not first? It's a binomial, right? Is it binomial? Yes, it's a binomial. Where is P? P is 1 out of 7. But to get your answer X more than 47 till 350, the total number is 350. And he asked to get the probability of X more than 47. It's 48, 49, 50, 51, till 350. So we cannot use binomial. We'll convert the binomial one to normal. حد فاكر how to convert it to normal? You have to get mu and you have to get the variance. What is the mu? And you have to correct the error. Add 3 steps. At least, برافو عليك. At least means more than or equal. At least means greater than or equal. هنا greater than or equal مهمة بالنسبة لي. At least greater than or equal. How to find the mu? How to find the mu? NP. N is the number of trial, which is 350. P is 1 out of 7. So your answer will be 50. How to get the variance? It's NP cube 350 multiplied by 1 out of 7 multiplied by 6 out of 7. Give me your answer. Sorry, the variance is 42.86. Okay. It's given probability of X greater than or equal to 47. How to correct the error? How to correct the error? Greater than or equal 47. Increase or decrease? Increase. So will be 47.5 or back to 46.5? 46.5. Now you can solve your question as a normal question. Probability of x minus mu is 50 divided by the variance, standard square root of 42.86 is more than 46.5 minus 50 divided by square root of 42.86. Then probability of z more than, give me this value. Again, 535. Now you can find your answer from the table. It's more than negative 0.5385. How to get this area? More than. Is it same if you switch it to the positive side? Yes, will be same. So directly probability of x less than 535. 0 point. You can find your answer from the table. Camel answer less than 535. He asked to get the probability. This is the final answer. You can find the probability. Camel answer معاكم. Zero point 0.7036. Question number 2. The random variable x is normally distributed. Normally distributed, so this is normal distribution. With a positive mean mu and the standard half mu. Find the probability that randomly chosen value is a negative. يعني ايه random variable is a negative? يعني ايه find the probability that the random variable is a negative? Less than 0. You can solve it now. يلا please. اعمل standardized minus mu over standard. Already هتتكنسل الفاليو. اكتب 0 minus mu over standard. Simplify. Get your answer. Waiting 2 minutes and I will solve. 0.228. 0.228. He asked to get the probability that the random choosing value y is a negative. Negative means less than 0. Already the question normally distribution. There is no correct for the error. How to standardize it? It's y minus mu over standard. It's given the standard is half mu. So write half mu. Less than 0 minus mu over half mu. Simplify your answer. Probability of z less than. Cancel mu with mu. Minus 1 divided by half will be minus 2. Probability of z less than minus 2. Less than minus 2. How to get this area? Shift it to the other side, will be more than 2. Then will be 1 minus probability of z less than 2. So 1 minus less than 2 is 9772. 1 minus, so your final answer will be 0.0228. Part B. The weight of bags of rice are normally distributed. It's normal distribution. There is no correct for the error. With mean, this is mu, and standard is not given. In a random sample of 8,000, such that bags 253 weighted over 2.1. What is the probability? We have total is 8,000. They found 253 weighted over. So the probability of X more than 2.1 is 253 over 8,000. Again, in a random sample of 8,000, such that 253 weighted over 2.1. The probability of X more than 2.1 is the total number 253 over 8,000. The probability of X more than 2.1 is, simplify this answer, 0.03125. So 3 significant will, or 3 decimal places will be 0.032. How to get the value of a standard? السؤال بتاع K. You have to standardize it. Px minus mu over standard more than 2.1 minus mu over standard is equal to 0.032. The probability of z more than el mu given 2.04. 2.04. So when you subtract 2.1 minus 2.04, so the answer will be 0.06. لا 2.1 minus الفاينل answer مش هنعرف نجيبها لما نعمل calculation. 0.06 over standard is equal 0.032. Let this value to be K equal 0.032. Is K positive or negative? K have to be positive. K have to be positive because it's more. How to get this area? 1 minus probability of X less than K is equal to 0.032. Probability of X less than K is equal 1 minus 0.032. Probability of X less than K is, give me this answer, 0.968. Find this value from the table to get the value of K. Search for the area from the right side. The nearest value to 0.9680. What is the value of K? عملنا راوندنج زياده 1.853. So 1.853, then cross multiplication and solve the equation. Standard is 0.06 divided by 1.853. Your final answer? Zero point 323. هو اشتغل ولا؟ اتفضلي.
بس اللي عرفان الانسر هون تحت نعمل راوند اب عشان بالهومر كان في اسئله بس يعني ما عندي راوند اب يعني الانسر هون 3.0323 فانا كتبت 0.03234 بس الهومر كان في اسئله
مفيش مشكله. موضوع الراوندنج في الفاينل اكزام 3 significant figure enough. Question number 3. A random variable y is normally distributed with mean equal to the 5 times of standard. This is equation. With mean mu is 5 times of standard. It's given that find the mean. Probability of y minus 20. It's already normal distribution. Don't try to correct the error. It's P standardized y minus mu over standard is more than 20 minus mu over standard is equal 0.0732. افتكروا معايا قلت لكم if you understand how to get the value of k, how to find the value of k, إن شاء الله there is no question we cannot solve from the past paper. Till now, how many questions we solved the classified? 3. How many questions included how to solve the k? All questions include how to solve the k. Then probability of z more than, remove this part now and write k. You can remove mu and write 5 standard. Because he asked to get mu, I will remove standard and write 5th mu. So we'll write z more than 20 minus mu over 5th mu is equal to 0.0732. Forget about this. Write k. مش هتفرق في اي شيء، بس انا قلت عشان هو عايز الميو اوريدي من الاول. يعني لو انت كتبت ستاندرد هتجيب ستاندرد فيرست then back again to get mu. يبقى probability of z more than k is equal to 0.0732. What is the value of k? Is it positive or negative? More than k, it's positive because the area already more less than half. يبقى ال k positive. But how to get this area? It's 1 minus probability of z less than k is 0.0732. Move to the other side. Probability of z less than k will be 1 minus 0.0732. Simplify your answer. Get the value of k. بعد ما تجيب k back to this part and cross, solve the equation, get the value of mu. Question number 4. عندنا cans من lemon juice are supposed to be contains 440 milliliter of juice. طبعا دايما حاجه مهمه جدا في حياتنا، دايما بنبص على الكان بيكون مثلا مكتوب لك say 330 ملي جرام مليلتر. هل it's sure 100% it's 330 milliliter? Maybe more, maybe less, maybe exactly. يبقى this question is followed by a normal distribution. في standard ميو، في standard deviation. طب هم جم جابوا الستاندرد ديفيجن والميو منين؟ جابوا 1000 filled cans وبعدين عملوا لها calculation find the weight of each divided by their number جاب الميو. It's written 330 ده الميو. But maybe more, maybe less, maybe exact. It's given it have to be contains 440 milliliter. It is found that the actual volume of juice in a can is normally distributed with mu and standard. Find the probability that randomly chosen can contains less than 440. The normal distribution. The question already written normal distribution. Probability of x less than 440. You can solve it now. Standardize it, minus mu over standard, minus mu over standard, get the area. He asked to get what? The probability. Done, part 1. It is found that 94%, the probability, 0.94. It's found that 94% of cans between, so x more than 445 minus c, and less than 445 plus c is 0.94. They found that 94%, that's probability, but write it as 0.94. They found that 94% in this range. So the probability of x more less is how to get the value of c. K. Standardize first. X minus mu. Mu is 445 divided by standard 3.6 less 445 plus c minus 445 over 3.6. 445 minus 445 over 3.6. Negative, positive cancel. Negative c over 3.6 more z cancel c over 3.6. So قليل k, but z more than negative k and less than k. Clear? How to get the value k? K positive or negative? K positive and negative. Negative k and positive k. How to calculate this area? I told you, if there is one positive, one negative, how to get your answer? Add -1. So probability of z less than k plus probability of z less than k -1 is equal to 0.94. 0.94. Because are same, write double. 2, probability of z less than k, move -1 to the other side, 1.94 divided by 2, z less than k is equal 1.94 divided by 2. So the answer 0.97. Now you can find the value of k. K less than k, 0.97. Now it's positive because the area more than half. Go directly for the table. 0.9700. Get the value of k. After finding the value of k, write it c over 3.6 cross multiplication. Get the value of c. Yani we solved it till now from the classified book 4 questions, all included the normal distribution about the value of c. Just 2 minutes. Eh? طب ده مفهوم ولا مش مفهوم بالنسبه لك الاول؟ وكمان مسهل. اللي جه كان غريب وعجيب. نبقى نبص على اللي نشوف الغريب والعجيب ده. طيب اخر سؤال. Building in a certain city center are classified by the height as a tall, medium, short. يعني احنا عندنا 3 categories. نفس السؤال اللي كان جاي قبل كده. The height can be modeled by a normal distribution. السؤال ده normal distribution مفيش correction للايرور. With mean 50 and standard 16. Building with a height of more than 70 are classified as a tall. ممكن اسالكم على البروبابيلتي بتاعت التول. Probability of x more than 70 represent a tall. You can find your answer by standardized. It's given the value of mu and the standard, so you can find your answer. See, find the probability that the building is chosen randomly classified as a tall. He asked to get the probability. You can solve part 2. The rest, you can find the probability of the rest 1 minus. The rest, احنا خلاص جبنا الطول. Classified الطول more than 70. يبقى الميديوم والشورت it's 1 minus your answer عشان ما نضيعش وقت في الكالكوليشنز. The rest of the building are classified medium and short, such a way that there are twice as many buildings are short ones. يبقى without calculation, if you take 1 minus, you will get answer. This answer distributed between among the two, right? But one of them is twice. So you can divide your answer by 3. You can divide your answer by 3. الثird الصغير اللي فيهم will have take one part والother take الايه؟ الدبل.
إذا جبنا اللي فوق غلط يبقى تحت نطلع كمان عملنا الموت صح؟
إن شاء الله. إن شاء الله. إن شاء الله. تفائلي بالخير تجدوه. شكلك عندك شوية اكتئاب من الموكس والريزلتس. Forget about it والله. خلاص؟ Forget about it وإن شاء الله الA هتتحط في جيبك في الفاينل ده. إن شاء الله. بإذن الله. كل اللي جاب موك جاب سي جاب دي عادي جدا يجتهد في الفترة اللي جاية إن شاء الله يجيب الA وهيبقى مرتاح فيها إن شاء الله. Again, the probability of short, get it from part 1. 1 minus your answer. Divided it by 2, you can find each part. هنا there are as medium and short in such a way that there are twice as many are the short. يعني short 1 part والmedium هيبقى ايه 2 parts. Find the height of the building that are short. الشورت المفروض x less than a value k. الشورت is less than a value k مش عارفها لكن هنكون عارفين ال probability. Solve your equation and get k. شوف بقى أهمية سؤال ال k. فلازم حضرتك أنا كده خلصت السيلبس